So I'm going to talk you through how to use this document. So first of all, when you open it, it should ask you to make a copy. So as soon as I click on make a copy, I'm going to get something like this. The first thing you probably want to do is come up here and rename it. So maybe it's John's. Instead of Lewis and Clark, it's John's behavior plan. And I would suggest John Doe's behavior plan so that you have a full name on there. So then the next thing that you want to do is come down here and edit the form. So you're going to edit the behavior, whatever behavior you want modified. Now to get from this row down to this row, if you just hit a return or an enter, it's just going to be done with that. So what you have to do is be clicked on this space, and then as you hit enter, you're going to hit the option key and the enter and the return key, and that's going to let you add spaces within. So that's just a little trick to make sure you have that all done. So you're going to do the behaviors, and then you are going to modify what class and what teacher for each of the periods of the day. We also include when as part of ours, so that's why there's 7 here. So whatever class, like if the student has science with Morales, so I just do a Morales and science. And also, if you do decide that you're not doing all 7 of these, then you will need to manually change these points to however many classes you're including. So if it's 6, 5, 4, whatever. You can delete any of these rows here between 4 and 10. So let's say that you do 6 classes instead of 7. You can, and so this, it still says class teacher. If you want to get rid of it, you just click on that row by clicking on that number. I'm going to edit and delete row 10. I'm not going to do it, but that's how you would do it. Same thing down here, because you won't need all of these spaces. It doesn't hurt to have that blank space, but if it bugs you, you can always delete it. Do not edit anything down in this area, and I'm going to turn it blue, because those, the total earned and the words don't have any scripting to them or formatting to them. Or functions with them, but these ones, if you look up in this area, they do. So they will automatically add the totals as teachers are putting them into here. So if I say he got a 1 here and a 1 here and a 1 here and then 1 here, right? So you can see down here it's changing exactly the total earned, and it's also changing this total over here. It's also changing the percentage. So if you kind of watch in this area, as I put another 1 up in the front, you can see that now the 6, the percentage at 21, and the total earned will always stay at 28, but this will. Now this right here, I set it at 75%. So that's what this, it says 21 because 75% of 28 is 21, but I just set it that whatever is in this cell is what will be 75%. So if you wanted it to be a 70% goal, you just would change that 0.75 to 0.70, or if you want 80 and whatnot. So I can always help you with that as well. Also, down at the bottom, you're going to see lots of different tabs. The one that you have will just have like a master A and a master B. But I kept these so that you could see what's happening. So you want to have like these master tabs so that you don't have to recreate this form every day. So here's B, Trey's master B plan, right? And so if the week starts with a B day, I'm just going to come up here. Of course, this is after you've edited all of this. Remember that it looks like this right now. So after you've edited all of it, then you're going to rename it either a B day start or an A day start. Okay. That just kind of makes it easier for teachers, is all that's about. Anyway, so then once I do this, then I am going to rename. First, I'll duplicate it. So if I duplicate it, you'll see that it does a copy of. So I have exactly the same thing. And then I'm going to rename it, and I'm going to say this is March 20th through March 22nd. You can rename it whatever format you want, but you click on the arrow, click on rename, and then do that. Once that week is over, I just think it's easier if you don't have all of these tabs down along the bottom, because it's easier for teachers. So you hide anything that you don't want them to see. And so you just click on that arrow again, and you click on hide sheet, and click on the arrow, hide sheet. So only keep the current active one open. Click on the arrow, hide sheet, click on the arrow, hide sheet, and same thing here. So I just hid everything except for what we would be working on for today. You also do need to share it, because right now you're the only person that can access it. So whichever teachers are going to be editing on this document, you will want to type their names in. So if I put in your name, so you can edit on it, maybe I put in Mr. Wright's name so he can edit on it, and this pencil over here is telling you that they can edit. I always put in Jody and Kristen if they are involved in the behavior reward in any way. Okay, so make sure you let them edit, otherwise they won't be able to type the numbers in. Also down here, you can type in what reward do you want if they meet, if this is 75% or if this is 80% or whatever. So if I go here, watch what happens down here on this 0%. So if I say yes, 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 this kid just rocked it all the way through their day. Here we go. Oops, I'm going to go back up just because it's easier. Okay, so we're at 50%. We're at 70, so I must have that one set at 70, 75%. Okay, so you can see right now that it's turned green. So by turning green, I know immediately just by glancing, yes, oh, nope, didn't make the goal here. Yes, made the goal. So if you want a reward for a daily goal met, you just type it in here, and then that's just follow through. And then a reward for a weekly goal met, you type it in here. And then you can manually put in here yes or no on Monday, no on Tuesday, yes on Wednesday. Okay, so you can just change those as you want to. And whether they meet the weekly goal, that's just more data keeping than anything. So the big things are, make sure that you always go back to that master form and make a duplicate it. So that's going, then you can just hide that master form so that it's out of your way. And then you can edit this as needed, or it should, once you have it all set up, you shouldn't have to edit this each week other than to change the name of it, other than to rename it. So I hope this helps. If not, I'm just down the hallway. Come and see me anytime. Thanks.